I could take, look at that, he has 3 things on here. Wow. So if I take, he's going to just have a heyday with it. It occurs to me if I had my rook here and get my bishop here, it would be checkmate. I wonder if I can work that out. Ooh, look at that. It's going to take my bishop. So we'll be down to 2 rooks. Shall we do it? Let's do it. Could I have threatened his knight? I could have threatened his knight and he would have had his rook and his knight threatened. I didn't see that. Did not see that. Ooh, look at that. Oh, wow. What did he do that for? That wasn't smart. My goodness, is it possible I've won a game? Wow. I won a game. Hey, thank you. You know what? I think you helped me. You helped me. You did it. Let's do a couple of live games today. Welcome, everyone. Let's get to it. I'm going to play a couple of 10-minute games here and see how it goes. And hopefully it will go well. We'll have to see here. Here we go. All right, so I have someone from the U.S. Don't recognize the name or anything like that, and I have white. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this opening that I've been practicing on, which is the stonewall attack. And so I'm excited that he put his knight there because if the queen can come here, I don't move this pawn. You just can't do that. So here we're good so far. This is pretty much the stonewall attack. I'm going to castle. And so he's going to do that. That's fine. I'd rather have his bishop than whatever. So he didn't go anywhere. So now I have to threaten his bishop. I have to kick it. So I don't really like that too well, but it is what it is. And so he went there. So he can go here and cause trouble there. And if I'm not careful where I move my queen, he could certainly have a heyday with that. So I have to be careful what I do. Let's get my knight out and see what I can do to mitigate this issue. See, if I put my knight here, I can put it here. That doesn't really help me anything. So I'm not sure what to do next. I could go here and I could cause him to double up his pawns. Let's see if I like that very well. I think I do. So he's threatening my pawn. I have to do something. Let's just go here. Let's open up some stuff to have some fun. Look at that. I could have some fun right now and put him in check and take a pawn. I wonder what would happen. He could just move his rook here, and then he could take my rook. So that wouldn't be fun. I don't like that idea very much. So I could continue my attack. Or I could take the pawn. The pawn's well defended. I think I'm going to continue my attack. See what he does. We'll have to move his knight somewhere. Oh, okay, it's fine. So, he would have to move his king if I did this. Do I have anything really fun I could do to take that pawn and get some good stuff going? I don't know. If I threaten this knight right now, he'll take my pawn, and I get this free pawn because this will go here. So I kind of like that idea a lot. I'm really tempted to go here and put him in checkmate. I mean checkmate, but check. He'll have to move his king out of the way. I didn't think of that a while ago. It's an undefended pawn, but that leaves his knight free to go and wreak a little havoc. So I think I can live with that. So let's just do this. Let's put him in check. Get a free pawn. So I spent a lot of time talking right then. Sorry about that. I just get so tense when I play. I wish I didn't. That's the only move he had was to do that. So if I'm not careful, I will lose my queen. I sure don't want to do that. But if I had some more stuff I could do, it'd be awesome. So what else could I do? I think I need to get my queen out of there. I think I'll just move it right back where it was. I like that idea a lot. Man, I lost 2 minutes. I'm down 7:02 or 3, and he's 9:02. So that's 2 whole minutes. I don't like that. Calculating. I need to get this bishop uplifted. I could move this here, and then I could move this out and attack that knight. Okay, he's threatening my queen. That's fine. So rather than get 2 attackers, I got to be careful where I move my queen. If I move my queen here, he'll just go here and he'll have a heyday. So that would be disgusting. So let me go ahead and go here, and then you can take my rook and put me in check. How frustrating is that? So what could I do? What's the best thing to do? I could move my knight up. That gets it into play a little better and lets me also get my bishop out. Can he threaten my knight if I do that? I don't think so. Let's do some stuff here. Of course, okay. All right. So be it. So be it. So now we have, I don't know, would this be the end game or the middle game? I don't really know how to calculate that very well. So I'm going to get my bishop up. And this pawn is interesting. Let's go ahead and do this, and then I can go here, and I'll have 2 attackers. Oh, he did that. Okay, that's fine. So I can go and put him in check again if I want to in a minute. He's threatening my knight. I could just go threaten his bishop here and cause him to move his bishop, and that would get me a developing move instead of just a get out of the way move. He moved out of the way. That's great. So now I'm going to go ahead and go here. Nope, that's a bad move. This is, I'd have to double my pawns. This looks pretty decent. Let's do that. So he put me in check. Yeah, that's frustrating. So if I go here, he can put me in check again by going there. I really don't have a place I can go that he... Let's see. If I go here, I really want to go here. All right, we're going to do that. If he puts me in check again, well, I'll just move again. All right. He moved his... So what could I have done? Could I have threatened his knight? I could have threatened his knight, and he would have had his rook and his knight threatened. I didn't see that. Did not see that. All right, so let's go and fork the bishop and the pawn. Let's get that going our way. Oh, I've got less than 5 minutes. He's got about a little over 8. Let's see what he wants to do now. I could have threatened his rook again. If I go here, he can go here, and he can fork my bishop and my king at the same time. So that's no good. Okay, he puts me in check. Yeah, sure. That is exactly what I expected. So so I did not. So now that I moved to the same color, he can't put me in check in one move with his naughty knight. Thankfully, he wasn't able to do anything serious with it. All right, so he moved his bishop out of the way to a free pawn. Look at that. I don't want to give away a free pawn. Man. So I can threaten his rook again, but then he can just go and threaten here. Oh, you know what? I can go here. Nope, that's no good. That is no good. Man. So if I want to protect that pawn, which I do, I'm ahead 1 point. Let's maintain that. Grief, I've got to quit talking. All right. Oh, shoot, I can't take that. All right. I have to keep my knight protected. Maybe I should have taken that pawn. I just didn't want this bishop down here to have some fun at my expense. And so he's got his knight and his bishop on this square. So that square is a problem. All right, so he does that. Um, I could take, look at that, he has three things on here. Wow. So if I take, he's going to just have a heyday with it. What can I do to prevent that? I can go here and threaten his knight. Let's do that. All right. Yep, that is not good. Didn't see that. I have two free pawns wandering my way now. Grief. What can I do about that? Not a lot. I'm going to go ahead and go here. Not sure what else to do. Oh, man. There he goes. It's Pawn Wars. Pawn Wars indeed. So at least I can take the 7th row. Well, that's good. I could put him in check. It occurs to me if I had my rook here and get my bishop here, it would be checkmate. I wonder if I can work that out. We'll see. Probably not. So he took that pawn. I'll take his pawn. Took that pawn. Okay, so I've forked a pawn and a... Ooh, look at that. It's going to take my bishop. So we'll be down to 2 rooks. Shall we do it? Let's do it. All right, I'm still something ahead. Okay, he has a little advantage going on here. I'm still 1 pawn ahead. So if he comes here, I'll just take. If he moves out of the way, I'll take. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 moves to a queen. I have one free move when I can put him in check. Ooh, look at that. Oh, wow. What did he do that for? That wasn't smart. My goodness, is it possible I've won a game? Wow. I won a game. Hey, thank you. You know what? I think you helped me. You helped me. You did it. Thank you. You know what? I give glory to God. I always pray for games. I feel like every game I play is probably with another praying person where we have prayer wars, going on. And it's probably not true, but anyway, I just imagine that. All right, let's do a quick review, game review, and see what in the world that looks like for us. So how bad did I do? 68. Oh, as a 950, and he played as a 500. My goodness. All right. So here goes the review. So that's a book move. The engine doesn't fully like the stonewall attack. It has problems with it. Let's see what we can. Let's get myself out of the way. Okay, so let's look at the review here. Okay, so the engine, of course, wanted me to go to e4. I didn't want to. And so this is the stonewall attack that I'm enjoying. But I've got to tell you this. I've got to start doing some games with different openings. I like the ready. I also like e4, d4. I like both of those, all 3 of those. So I need to do some different ones because if people always see that I do this, there's some annoying ways to counteract the stonewall attack. And then I have to switch gears. That's okay. All right, so I get my knight up, which is part of it. And he castles. I castle. We're all still into book moves. And then he threatens my knight. And I get this out of the way. I wasn't sure exactly what to do. I was thinking about getting my knight up here possibly. But then he got his knight out. I decided just to kick his bishop out of the way, because I couldn't depend on what he was going to do. So he did that. I did that. And so got his knight out. So, oh, wow. The engine recommended that I kick his knight. But that would leave my king defenseless with nothing in front of me. No, I didn't think of that. All right, so he moved his rook out of the way, which gives me a chance to do a fun thing. All right, so I get that pawn to e5. He takes, and I push forward. I'm not sure if that was the best thing or not. It's got a check button, so the engine probably likes it, I guess. So he moved out of the way, and I go ahead and take this, and that was considered a good move. That's great. I didn't see how many good moves, etc. we had. So I had 5 great moves. He had 1. I had 10 best moves. He had 8. Excellent. 8 and 4. 7, 8, 3, 2. Inaccuracies, he had 12. I had 2. Mistakes, we each had 2. I had 4 misses. That's going to be embarrassing. Do I have to start the review over? No, I can go back right where I was. Okay, super. All right, so now he moves his king out of the way, and I didn't have a decent way to take advantage of what I had done here. So I go back down. That was considered the best move. Yes, this is the way. Super. He threatens my queen. The engine said I should have gone down here, and I should have. That way I wouldn't have had to move my king, and it would have been a much, much happier day. But I went up here to make it where he couldn't put his knight on that square, because he would lose it. So the engine recommended I go to d1. I did not. He takes. I take. So, yeah, I should have taken with my knight. What was I thinking? Good grief. That allowed him a bunch of extra moves because I didn't take with my knight. So that was an inaccuracy. I get that. So he got to put me in check. So why did he question that? You're going to end up losing a bishop. Really? I have no idea how. I wish that the chess.com, because when you click show moves, it does not show you the moves of what it's telling you that you're going to lose. It just doesn't say that at all. I see how I'd lose a bishop. If he did this and then that, I'd have to move out of check. All right, so that would be a problem, I suppose. No, that wouldn't be a problem. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so I did that. That was considered a great move. Then I decided to trade queens. Why not? And so that left his king, kind of a bad way. So then I got my bishop out of the way, and now he's lined up on this file. And I don't like that very well, because it wouldn't take a lot to get my knight out of the way and then get this up here where I could take, and then he could put me in check again or something. I don't know. So I don't like that very well. So I strengthen this pawn. He goes to kick my knight, indeed. And then I go here, and that's considered a miss. Knight to g5 is considered good. G5. So I should have gone here? Yeah, I don't see that at all. I don't see that at all. Because I would lose my knight. The bishop would take my knight. There's probably a really good, awesome reason for that. This is a miss. It was not the engine didn't like that. Lets me go and kick his rook. And so what I should have done, I know what I should have done here. I should have moved my king right there. Then I could attack this knight, and I would have had his rook under attack, and it would have given me incredible edge. Yeah, that would have been fantastic. But I did not do that. And so I moved my king out of the way. He moves here. Now he's safe again. And I move here. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Oh, right. I forked these two guys. So then he goes here, which I anticipated. At least I didn't have my bishop here where he could take that. But I did have to move my king again. But I moved it here. When you get attacked by a knight, they both start with a K. Anyway, you get attacked by a knight. If you'll move on the same square, they can't attack you in one move again, which is fantastic. All right, so he goes and threatens this bishop, which I don't like. And so I, go there. So then he moves up to threaten this pawn. And what do I do after that? I'll go ahead and get a pawn up here. I'm not sure why I did that, but I did. That'll let me protect my knight. And so then he goes after this pawn. And instead I go and threaten his knight, which he takes, and I take. Wow. Bishop to c3 would be best. Bishop. Oh, if I'd put my bishop here, I would have got his knight, and he'd have to move his rook out of the way, because I would have been threatening his rook and his knight and the king. Wow, if he wasn't careful, then he would lose a lot of stuff. I did not see that. I didn't see it. All right, I gotta be more careful. Got to move less quickly. I was worried about all this stuff going on right here. I was saying, crud, we got 2 pieces heading down for queens. That's no good. So he takes. I go up here so I can take. Why you move that down, I don't know. Because I still get to go have some fun up there. So I go up here. He takes. I take. He takes. Ooh. So that's interesting. So, oh, I could have I could have gone here and I would have got his rook. Oh my goodness. Whoa, that's a miss. You guys have to help me more. Actually, that's not true. That'd be cheating, wouldn't it? Yeah, don't do that. All right. So he goes here, and that's considered a great move. And so I get that pawn. I'm threatening his bishop. He takes. I take. It's a great move. Not sure why. And then he goes here. And then I go here. That's a great move because he doesn't have anything he can do. He thinks he's going to put me in check and get his queen at the same time. Yay, it didn't work. So I got it. And he goes here. I take. He gets a queen. I take. And then he resigns. He had 616 and 247. Okay, that was great. That gave me 8 elo points. I'm back up to 998. I've been crushing it. Plus or minus a little bit around 1,000. My goodness. All right, well, let's see. Let's do another one. Let's just have another game here and see how it will go. Of course, always praying on the inside. See what happens here. All right, so we have another person from the United States, a 980 against my 988. So he does the this here. So I'm going to have to change my deal for this particular for this. Okay, so we'll have a different opening. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to fianchetto. I forgot it. Black is different. Good grief. All right. I messed up. Okay. No wonder I was thinking, things aren't exactly right here. All right. I got to recalibrate. So he goes here. He can go here or there. I don't care, but it is a bad outpost for him. I don't like that. So we can just go ahead and kick this little bad boy out of the way. And I can set up what I call a stone wall on the black side. Ooh, check. Wow, I fell for that one, didn't I? That is not good. Because if I go here, he can take. And if I take here, I lose my queen. I mean, my rook. That is really bad. So I'm not sure what to do. Fiddlesticks. He has me in check. I have to move out. I think my best bet is just to move up one. I don't know what else to do. Just going to do that. Wow, I didn't see that at all. Did not see that. He's really close to checkmate, isn't he? Because I didn't play very well. I have one place to go. I think it's one move to check. No, it isn't one move. Okay, great. Man. Things get tense all of a sudden. At least I'd seen some of those patterns. What did you do? You put me in check, so I have one move. I can take his knight. So he goes here. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take a pawn. I'm up 3. Let's go up 4. That'll give me a little bit of leeway here. Although, it would be nice to get this nasty queen out of the way. Or trade queens. Let's go ahead and do that. Leave my space. Clear my sky. And I'm up 3, so I like to trade when I'm up 3 because it usually works out good. Not always. Not always. We'll see what happens here. What's he going to do? So, my next move is this one here. After, okay, gets his queen out of the way. He did not go. Well, he couldn't protect that pawn. Super duper. So that I could kick his queen again, in which case he could go and protect this pawn. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and take this pawn, because that's the whole reason I fianchettoed, was to have fun on that there. Oh, he puts me in check. Wow. Did not see that. There's nothing I can do. All right. One move. Puts me in check again. All right. He sure is having fun with this. Now, as to get his queen out of the way, he's probably going to lose a rook. What a naughty man or woman. We don't really know. Jhin, who are you? Jhin453. He's thinking, I'm thinking. I'm doing better with time management this time, maybe. Less talking. Wow, thanks for watching, by the way. I really appreciate it. And I got some great insights from my last live games. Okay, move this rook out of the way. So I'm going to take his queen. And then I'm going to get my bishop back to safety. Why not? And then I'm going to go ahead and put my knight here, because I'd rather have his bishop out of the way, and I trade my knight for a bishop. I used to save my knights. Now I've learned that bishops are more important. He did not take my knight. Hasn't yet, anyway. Oh, look at that. So he's coming here to cause trouble. I don't see a lot of trouble he can cause. Ooh. I had a free pawn I could have taken. Can't now. But if I kick his knight out of the way, I can. Let's kick his knight. See if I can get a free pawn. Oh, it's not a free pawn. Because the moment I move here, he'll come and do here and wreak havoc with my back rank. So he did that. Crud. He can go here and cause all kinds of trouble. So that's no good. So if I go here, I protect that square. Fiddlesticks. Really got problems here, folks. I could move here, and then he couldn't do that. He still has, a dark squared bishop that can come and cause me trouble. But, man, I've got to get where I can develop my pieces. I got to quit being cute. All right. Yeah, he's going to do some dark squared bishop stuff. Of course, I would too. All right, so let's kick this knight out of the way. I don't like it. Now, let's develop my pieces. Good grief. Oh, 704, 605, whatever. He's got about a minute more than me. Great. Put his knight way up there. I like that. So now let's go and threaten the bishop. Depending on what the bishop does, I'll get to threaten this knight. Man. So I'm going to keep the wonderful news that I'm... Okay, he went there and he's threatening that pawn. I can live with that. So let's go ahead and develop this knight here. Oh, look at that. This square is very attractive. Oh, look what he did. So if I do something with this, I can go here with this knight, and I can threaten this bishop and threaten this knight at the same time, and they're both freebies. Let's do that. Oh, bad move. My weakness is my diagonal. Maybe he won't see it. That's what you call hope chess. Man alive. That's fine. It'll be a trade. I'll threaten his rook. But it wasn't my plan. It was an accident. But at least I can protect this pawn. So what can he do? He could go here. That wouldn't help him. Could go here. That wouldn't help him. What can he do? Well, he's thinking a long time. His minute of... okay, so he went there. That's fine. So now I can do something else. I got to worry about that pawn right there. I can't move my king. I can just move the pawn up. But that weakens this square. And this square. I don't know what I want to do. Oh, I lose this pawn here. All right, we're going to move the pawn up. This pawn is unprotected. So I should move this up and then get my bishop out so I can go have fun. My bishop hasn't had a chance to play yet. Oh, he's threatening this. Okay, that's fine. Look at all the stuff he has on dark squares, and I have one light colored bishop. No, I have both of my bishops. I have the bishop pair. Oh, he does too. All right. So this is protected by my knight and my pawn and my pawn. So he does that. And so I can get here, but to give him a passed pawn, I don't want to. We're going to go here. Then next I'm going to go here and then get this bishop out and see if I can have some fun there some way. All right, so he does that. So I can take, that's probably the best thing. It's a freebie, sort of. Why would he give me a free pawn, folks? I don't know. Greek gifts. So he comes here. He didn't take anything, did he? So I can go here. Doesn't help me any. I could go here and threaten. Oh, he would just take, and I would take. That really wouldn't help me any. If I could put my knight there, I could have fun. So that's funny that he put his rook there. So what's he going to do? I don't want to move my knight out of the way because that lets him come and get his rook there, and they could have a terrible time. So what happens if I just go kick his rook out of the way? Then I can. So now I'm threatening his rook and his pawn at the same time. And if he moves that pawn, I'm threatening to do that, which I would really love to do. Okay, he did that. Great. So he's threatening this pawn. Not a lot I can do about that. I can go ahead and go here, and unless I miss something. He can't put me in check because my knight would take him. All right, so he did that. So I'm going to take here, threaten his rook. So he should threaten my rook. Oh, he did that. Oh, put me in check. Yeah, okay. So I have to move out of the way. Did he get anything? I don't know. So I have to move out of the way. Crud, if I go there, it's checkmate. Right? Because if I go here, then he can go there. Oh no, I can take him with my rook. All right, let's do that. So I'm 4 ahead. I like that. So he goes here. Look at that. Now I get to take his rook. Yeah, I don't know why I shouldn't do that. I'm 9 ahead. Folks, this is a better day than the last time I went live. Yes. Man. If you watched that video, I lost 22 elo. What did he do? He moved up one? Threatening pawns? Okay, so that's fine. We'll just do this. And he did that. That's fine. I would do the same thing. What can I do now? He's threatening this pawn here. and put me in check at the same time. So what can I do? I can move this. I can't move any. I can put him in check for fun. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Put him in check. Oh, and then I could do something. All right, check. So I moved up. What can I do now? I can't put him in check. If I could put my knight there, wouldn't that be awesome? So he still is causing me trouble. Let's just move this out of the way. He can put me in check, but he can't take because now the pawn is protected. You better be careful. All right, so now that I'm threatening his rook again, of course he could threaten my knight, and that would cause me a lot of trouble. I would lose my pawn. Or I could put him in check another time or two. Hey, I get a chance to put my king over here if I can get this rook out. I'd like that a lot. Okay, he moved there. Let's see. Okay, cool. So now, do I have anything? Nope, he'd have to move his king. Oh, no, that wouldn't work. Shoot. All right, well, let's just put him in, check. Ooh, I'm down to 151. He's got 3. So he moves out of the way. Not much I can do. We'll put him in check again. He should move his bishop here to protect it. No, he won't because I'll take his bishop. So he does that. Great. Wow, look at that. Nice tactic. Nice tactic. I don't always see those, folks. I don't. But I'm really... Oh, look what he did. Nice. I can sacrifice a... Look at that. That is so smart. He did good. Well, he's going to lose it anyway. Yep. So we'll threaten his bishop. Make sure not to line up my beautiful pieces. Or he does that. I'm tempted just to take his bishop. And then let's get a queen. Yeah, let's just get a queen. Time's a wasting, folks. He's going to get my pawn. I don't care. Yeah, I care if he comes to get me. Let's get out of the way. Queen. All right. Check. Resign. Folks, this has been great. You know, we have 2 games that actually win 2 in a row. I'm not going to go for 3, which pushes me up to the dizzying height of 1,008. I think that's where I was my last live game. This is a lot more fun. So let's do a quick review. Game review. So, you know what? I should have said good game and all that. I forgot. I normally say good game, and he was a good sport. I'm just too excited. All right, so I had an 80 efficiency that time. I played like a 1500. He played like a 12. So it's a pretty good game. I mean, how do they really calculate that? I don't know. I need to learn more. All right, so let's start the review of this game. So I played as black, but I wasn't thinking I was playing as black. I thought, crud, how do I do the stone wall now? Anyway, I said, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do the Owens. So I did the Owens belatedly. Yeah, he wanted me to. The engine wanted me to create a pawn chain, of course. So now I fianchetto, which probably, you know, who knows if that was the right thing to do. It ended up good, though, didn't it? It ended up good. All right, so, yeah, don't play hope chess. Great move. Yeah, man, that was tough. Because if I had gone, if I had gone here, he would have gone there, and then I would have had to take, and he, you know, he could have had my rook, and then my knight. You know, it just would have been really, really bad. But I'm very thankful that wow. This move choice loses a rook. Really? It does. It does, because if he went there, I would have to move. Maybe he did that. I don't know. Nope, he went there. That's a great move. I had one choice to move. I thought I was going to be checkmated really quick here. I just thought it was a goner. But thankfully, I was able to do that. He did that, and that was a giveaway. I don't always notice those things because it was protected. And sometimes in the heat of the battle, I think, it's protected. I'm not going to take it. Well, don't do that. You take it, man. So I did take it, and it gave me 3 points ahead. Pretty much stayed 3 points ahead the whole time. I got that, and he put me in check again. I go here, so now I'm threatening his queen and his rook at the same time. I'm not sure why I didn't get the rook. Oh, he put me in check again with another piece. And I went here. I see. The engine recommended that I put a pawn up. That would have kept the tension going. Man, I wish I would have seen that. Didn't see it. So I took his queen, and I went back to safety. So he got his knight out, but he moved it twice. One of the rules, the guidelines for opening is just move your piece once. Develop your piece, develop another piece, keep developing. They're all developed, and then get a strategy going. I'm not sure I did that very well anyway. All my pieces were in trouble because of the difficulty, or in my mind, the difficulty of the position. You higher-rated players that are watching, tell me what I should have done. I've had some high-rated players come in and do comments. Very insightful, very instructive for me. Thank you. All right, so I threaten his bishop. He kicks it up ways a bit. I get my knight out. I've almost got to... And see, look at that. And that was an error on my part. That was absolutely an error because I didn't see it. But thankfully, I had this here. Now, that was serendipity. That's a little beyond hope chess, right? So I took his knight, and he got his rook out of the way, and which got his rook and his king in the same diagonal, which I love to take advantage of that because it's been done to me so many times. So I got the pawn out of the way. He threatens my bishop. Oh, I could have gone here. He would have taken my... Well, I would have given up 2 pieces for a rook. I didn't see that either. All right, so I go here. He takes, and then I take here. So that way I don't have a pawn wandering down to queenland. All right, so let's go here. Threatens. I get my pawn. Now I've got a weak pawn. What am I going to do with it? So he goes here, and he's not really doing anything. I'm not sure why he went there. It was considered a strong play. See, if I had gone here, that wouldn't help any. So, anyway, I'm not sure why he did that. I don't know why that's considered a strong play. I don't get it. I need more instruction. So I go here to kick his rook out of the way. He goes here, threatening this weak pawn. So I thought, well, got to do something. So I moved the pawn up. He kicked his rook out of the way, or he's going to take my pawn, but I take back. So now I'm 4 ahead. Or maybe I was 4 ahead before that move. Was I? Yeah, I was 4 before that. So I just maintained the 4, and then I'm threatening his rook again. All right, so did he take anything there? He did not take anything. He just put me in check. So there's really nothing I can do about that. So I go here and threaten his rook. But that's not always a good plan. So he went here, and he didn't take anything either. Why he went there, I don't know. And so now this rook is for free, and I just take it. So now I'm up 9 points, which can be overcome, folks. It can be overcome. It's just difficult. So what do I do here? Oh, I take his pawn and threaten his rook at the same time. So he takes a pawn. And we are, look at that. My bishop, what did I do? I put him in check. That gave me a free move. Isn't that great? So then I move up my pawn up to where I'm protected by the knight. I don't know if I should have worked that hard to save my pawn or not. Puts me in check. I go here and threaten that bad boy. He moves out of the way. I didn't take anything. So then I get excited. I can start putting him in check and running him around. I'm 9 points ahead. He moves out of the way. Put him in check again. That was considered a best move. And then he goes here. So that gave me the chance to, is that a skewer or a pin? I guess it's a pin. I'm not sure. Anyway, he does that. And then that was a bad move. That loses a bishop, it said. Huh. I'm not sure why. Oh, he couldn't take back. I could have taken the bishop and he would have been in check and I would have got his... I didn't see it. I just didn't see it. Mistake on my part. I went ahead and got it out of the way, and then I started getting a queen. So this is really, this has got to be the end game here. So then I go here, and he just resigns because it would have been... But he could have lengthened it a little bit, but I'm glad he didn't. So that put me up to 1,008, etc. Well, you know what? I think I'm done for today. I've done enough intense thinking, and I love checkmate.